So we stayed in islands and life was very, very simple. Every weekend it would be some beach or some picnic in the beach. So it was more of community living. So every house will make their own specialty and all kids will have to decide on what games they have to play. Something and we are like always around dogs. So it was a dog's day out also. So it was like a very social living and so with Jenny, it was more like since she was so interested in baking and all, so during this parties as she got to experiment and learn something, she used to bake and she'll bring that for the entire crowd, like entire party. So everyone will have like special. So last time I think during 4-5 years ago, so that time when Jenny?
What? Which one?
We went to know we
the
made
picnic
biryani and you made 2 different variety of dessert and it rained so bad. And we got one small coconut ka hut on side of it. We went there to eat and then later behind we saw one wild elephant standing and then we all got shit scared.
Yeah, it was a chocolate mud pie.
Chocolate mud.
Hi, I'm Jenny Clinta. I'm from the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Grew up in a very jungly way, playing treasure hunt behind the jungles of my house, and we've grown up being very close to the nature. Every Sunday was on the beach, probably scuba diving or snorkeling, looking for some octopus or something like that. I've had an adventurous childhood. I was 13 years old when I first started baking. It was for Christmas. My mom was away and she taught me how to do a very simple Christmas cake. I baked, I think, tons of cakes for the Christmas. Since then, I've been experimenting, watching things on TV, taking recipes from TLC or MasterChef. I always knew in the back of my head that I wanted to do something in baking or something like a cafe of my own, but I thought it would be in the distant future. During the lockdown, I was looking into attending a pastry school in India, came across APCA, and they give the same level of education that you get abroad these days. Quite convenient to stay in India, especially because it was the lockdown. I don't have any second thoughts about it because I feel very privileged that I got to attend a pastry school like APCA. So the 9 months in APCA was very exciting. Every day I used to walk in the corridors with a smile. There was not one day where I was stressed about a class or anything. It felt like a bubble because the industry is not as easy as pastry school. We did get to learn a lot. We had the privilege of having such great chefs who had given us so much knowledge. They also encouraged me to work before I go to my internship so that I get my hands on in the working culture. And I worked, interned, and I worked for I think almost a year before I went to France, and that did help a lot. And in France, I don't think I learned anything new as such. All my learning was done in APCA. It was just that I was brushing up on my skills, my organization, and my speed kind of improved when I was working in France. And a few techniques here and there I've picked up, but whatever knowledge I've gained, I have to give credit everything to APCA. I'm not going to learn anything new elsewhere. It's just going to brush up my skills, but all my learning finished with APCA, and I don't think I would have gotten a better platform like APCA to learn in that manner.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's Chef Jenny, I'm her sister, Steffi.
Hello, welcome. Smells like cookies. That's the trick.
I love this corner, it's so cozy.
I mean, you can sit there if you want. We can serve you there. It's okay.
So I told one of my friends who has a coffee shop in JP Nagar.
Okay.
And I told him that I found like I remember you followed me on Instagram, and then I went through your profile and I was like, oh, I found some desert related course meal. And he was like, is it sakre? I'm like, yeah, that's the one. He knew about it. And he's like, it's like the formula for deserts, you should go try it.
Oh my god. Wow. That's like the highest compliment we've got so far.
That's one of the main motivations I have. Like, okay, now I have to. I was this close to booking for today at 4. And then she calls me and tells me, I'm going already.
Hello everybody, welcome to Sakare. Sakare meaning sugar in Tamil, Kannada and in our South Indian language, and shakkar in Hindi, and how it became sucre in French and sugar in English, like how a simple ingredient as sugar connects us globally. So that's what I want to showcase through the desserts that I put out here. And we're doing 5 courses of desserts. Seems a little overwhelming at first, but it's not, trust me. It's very well balanced, well curated, that you don't feel overeaten or heavy at the end of the course. Yeah, so we're showing my story from Andaman to France on a plate. So yes, enjoy guys. So when I was working in France, I was doing mostly plated desserts, and I enjoyed doing that and love the fact that, you know, there's no wastage, so that also makes it a very sustainable model. Also, I'm able to deliver a quality dessert to people. I'm able to deliver that to them. And while I was working there, I came across a few Michelin restaurants who have been doing tasting menus just with desserts. So I wanted to bring that concept here in India. I wanted to replicate things like Per Se in New York or Coda in Berlin. So I took inspiration from them. I have read about their menus and their reviews, and I figured out a menu which would work for my target audience here in India. And that's how Sakare was born.
How are you feeling?
Now it's done. We've relieved, and yeah, it was a good service. So yeah, this is what we want. After end of service, everybody is happy, satisfied. So I would say APCA was one of the best decisions that I have made in my life to become a professional pastry chef. There was a vast ocean of knowledge in APCA for me, and whatever I am as a pastry chef, whatever knowledge I know, whatever skill I have is owed to APCA. Very grateful that I got to grow as a chef there. Even now when I go back, I still feel like belong there. I would like to extend my gratitude to APCA to bring me in a position right now where I am able to start my own project, where I am able to become the best version of a chef I can be right now. So thank you to APCA for that.